Well, someone at work said to me today, "Hey, did you see that Edward Snowdon, you know, the guy that that leaked all that stuff, all that information, all that secret information, was on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he's telling everybody that he searched the CIA's networks for proof that aliens exist. Here's what he found." Now, because this is a news-type website, there's all stuff popping up all over the place. I've killed the sound because there's ads everywhere. And hopefully it will stay still long enough to be able to show you this. PSA for all the Area 51 stormers. Again, apologies for the way I'm reading this. I'm reading it through the camera viewfinder. Chemtrail believers and climate change deniers. Edward Snowden has searched the depths of the US intelligence networks and can report the conspiracy theories are not true. As a former employee of the CIA and a contractor for the NSA, Snowden had access to some of the nation's most closely held secrets. Now, there is evidence of that, of course, because he's in exile in Russia, isn't he? And like any curious mind with access to the CIA's version of Google, and like any curious mind with access to the CIA's version of Google might do, not terribly good English, he went in search of answers to some of society's most pressing questions. As it turns out, the US government is not aware of any intelligent extraterrestrial life, he says. For the record, as far as I could tell, aliens have never contacted Earth, or at least they haven't contacted US intelligence, Snowden writes in his recent memoir, Permanent Record. Also, the moon landing did indeed occur. Well, surprise, surprise. Who would have picked that, eh, Mr. Allen? What you got to bear in mind too is, of course, that if Snowden wanted his memoir to be a bestseller, he would have said that he found all that information, confirming, of course, that Earth is being visited by aliens, that chemtrails are real, and that the moon landing was a fake. Then he would have sold those books hand over fist. But he's saying it's all a rubbish. In case you were wondering, yes, man really did land on the moon. Climate change is real. Chemtrails are not a thing, he adds. So there you go. That's Edward Snowden, the whistleblower that's currently in exile in Russia. He had access to all that NSA information and CIA information. And the American government is not aware of any aliens trying to contact them. They know nothing whatsoever about any aliens. Chemtrails are not real. Man landed on the moon. Climate change is real. I don't think any of that is news to any of us or anyone out there with an IQ bigger than their shoe size. Oh, I see there's a documentary just started up here on the big screen. Got a bit of alien visitation by the look of it. Throw that in there, especially for Ben Emlyn-Jones, who thinks this sort of thing is a documentary. Now, I also looked at, I had a quick look at the Miles Johnston channel earlier on. I think while I was having some breakfast, I think it was, and he said, oh, there's going to be a live, to sort things out, there was going to be a live stream, 5 p.m. UK time, and I thought, oh, that'll be 7 o'clock in the morning. I might have a look at that while I'm, actually, no, I wouldn't be able to look at that while I'm having my my bran flakes, because I have to leave for work about 10 to 7, so yeah, in the morning, so that would have been that. But he had a little live stream, and he was telling everyone that all the carbon life is going to be exterminated. It's funny that, because in a video the other day he said, download all these videos while you can and preserve them for future generations. Well, what future generations are they, Miles, if the human race is going to be exterminated? Absolute drivel, of course. And I actually left a comment that he's since erased. The comment, you've probably guessed already, was what a steaming pile. I think actually that can that would describe the Miles Johnston channel in its entirety, to be perfectly honest. Not just that description would not be limited to that particular video. Well, there you go. This is just a quickie. I thought I'd do a very quick video just to cheer up all the believers, of course, because the interest in the business is dwindling. People are less and less people are thinking there's anything to this UFO, ET, alien nonsense. The Roswell rubbish. Yes, Edward Snowdon searched the CIA and the NSA, remember? Networks for proof that aliens exist. Here's what he found. Of course, he found absolutely nothing. All right, well, just a very quick one, just to cheer up all the believers, of course, that blindly believe all this bloody piffle, and insist, in fact, on no evidence or hiding any evidence that might actually show it to be piffle. Thanks for watching, and you might have heard my stomach grumbling in the background there. It's because I haven't had any dinner. A situation that I intend to remedy very shortly. Perhaps I'll catch you again.